If you want to know how to make your Google ads show up in specific locations, I'm talking about countries, states, cities, streets, postal codes, then you have got the right video. Stay tuned. For the best Google Ads tips, tricks, and strategies, make sure you subscribe to my channel Neptune Design, and also make sure you hit that bell button so you get notified when we upload a new video every single Friday. Okay, so you're stuck on what location settings to use to find the right clients in the right areas. I'm talking about clients that actually want to buy something from your website and clients that actually want to visit your local store. Well, check this out. Using these same location settings, I was able to land a very high quality lead for one of my clients in the beautiful Cape Town V&A waterfront area. And I know that I can do the exact same for you, so I'm going to show you exactly how to go through your location settings and how to find those ideal clients so that you can sell more, convert more, and get more local store visits. Okay, so I'm just going to create a normal display campaign and then we are going to get into the location settings. So if you don't see the screen, it means you're not in expert mode. If you want to switch over to expert mode, all you do is click on the little spanner and you select switch to expert mode. And then you should be in this detailed view. I should also mention that you should be able to do everything I'm doing from the smart campaign setting as well. So if you want to keep your Google ads looking the same, I've got no problem with that. So I'm going to click on this little blue circle and I'm going to say new campaigns. It's going to ask me to choose my goal. Now, depending on what goal you're trying to achieve, that's usually going to be where you would go to. But I'm just going to say sales. That's because most people are just going to go for sales or leads. Next thing you're going to do is select display campaigns. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a standard display campaigns because it gives me more control. Then I'm going to put in my business website, neptunedesign.co.za. Okay. Once done, I'm going to click continue. And then we've got all of the generic settings that are auto-populated for you. Now, you'll see here it comes up with this locations menu, and that's where all the magic happens. Now, you can easily just from this menu type in certain places that you want your ads to show. So for example, if I type in South Africa, you'll see that I can target South Africa. Now it also gets deeper than that. You can target a specific province or a specific state. So if I want to target a province, let's say Gauteng, which is a province or a state here in South Africa, as you can see it says Gauteng, South Africa province, and you're just going to click on target, and now you've basically targeted South Africa. But you can go even deeper. You can just type in a city. So for example, Johannesburg, or maybe I'm just going to say Cape Town because it's probably more internationally known. And I'm going to select target over there, and now I've targeted Cape Town. Or what you can also do is you can type in a specific town or a specific suburb as well. So for example, I'm going to type in, let's say Bedfordview, which is like basically a neighborhood in South Africa. And as you can see, Bedfordview, Gauteng, South Africa, I can target all of that over here in the main menu. Now you could also go into the advanced menu, and for all of you people doing local ads, or all of you shop owners, you local business owners, or just people looking for local leads, you could do it that way as well. So your first option is basically the locations option, and it's more or less what I've shown you. Just select a particular name or set of keywords and it's going to come up with a whole lot of places. But what if you want to maybe target everyone within 25 miles of your business location? So what you would need to do then is, first of all, maybe type in the specific street that you're operating from. So I'll give you an idea. If I go for I guess it could be any road. Let's see if it finds it. Madeley Road. It's not gonna find it. I wonder if I just type in road. Bus street. Okay, so we can't go down to the street level. Let's try the town level. Okay, so I'm gonna type in Boksburg, which is like a small town in South Africa. So if I select that, as you can see on the map on the right hand side, it shows me where my ads will show. It'll show all in this area. And you're saying, yeah, but Devon, how do the websites know when someone is in that particular area? And that's a great question. Every single website that Google has in its display network is probably running on Google Analytics, and Google Analytics has this cool feature where it can basically track where the visits are coming from, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I exit here, or rather let me go out of full screen mode and I go into Analytics, you'll see this is the demo account for Google Analytics. It's got this little display where it can actually show you the users by country, and it can get a lot more detailed than that. It can basically show you in the locations report where everyone using the website is coming from, unless of course they're using a VPN or unless they have some type of blocker installed. So that's how Google Ads knows when somebody is on a particular website and when they are in your ads target area. So going back to my example over here, now I've got a shop and the shop is in Boksburg, and I want to maybe target everyone within 25 miles of the Boksburg Central Business District. So I'm just going to click on radius over here, and here I can even put in an address. So let's try this out. I want to try and put this address over here, and I'm gonna take this out. As you can see now, I'm gonna zoom in. This particular street, this is a street in Boksburg, is going to be at the center of the circle, and now I've targeted everyone within a 20-mile range. Let's go for 25 miles. Oh, I clicked too fast. But anyway, 25 miles of the Boksburg area, or rather, let me do this. There we go. They have increased it. That's 25 miles within the area or the street in Boksburg. So if you have a store, you would want to put in your store address, and what it's going to do is it's only going to show Google Ads to people in that surrounding area. Once somebody gets out of this little circle, it's not supposed to show them any ads. And if you're a store owner, you probably have more than one shop, maybe even in different cities, and there's also an easy way to add different stores. You would just basically add each and every address of your store, and you could just choose a radius for them. So I'm gonna just add Cape Town just to keep things simple. I'm gonna say target, there we go, and then I'm gonna say Durban. These are all cities in South Africa, if you're wondering. And last but not least, I'm going to say let's go for Port Elizabeth. There we go. And now if I zoom out, as you can see, my shop in Cape Town, I've got the radius over there. My shop in Port Elizabeth, I've got my radius there. Durban and Johannesburg. Port Elizabeth has had a new name change, by the way, and I still need to learn how to pronounce this name. So yeah, as you can see, we've now got all of our areas covered, and we're just gonna say save. Okay, so there are a couple more options that we can explore. we can also decide how to target our people in those locations. Now, if you have ever come across these two settings, a lot of people will be wondering. There's one that says presence or interest, and there's one that says presence. Okay, you are almost always going to click on the second one that says presence. Why? Because you want the people that are in those actual areas. So I'll give you an example. You could have somebody who is interested in Cape Town. They're planning a trip to Cape Town, but they're not really going to Cape Town and they're not really in Cape Town. So it would be kind of pointless for you then to select Cape Town and say you want somebody with a presence or interest in Cape Town. You're basically trying to target only people in the Cape Town area, and that's why you're going to choose this presence setting below. However, if you were a travel agency and you were looking for people who showed interest in Cape Town and maybe wanted to fly down, or maybe were planning a trip from another country, or maybe just interested in going to Cape Town in some way, shape, or form, then you would select the first option, which says present or interest. And as you can see, it also says people who've shown interest in your targeting location. The reason why Google recommends this is because this first setting over here makes them a lot more money, because you get a lot of extra coverage and you get a lot of people who are not in the area at the moment, and that's why they recommend that setting. But trust me on this, you want to choose the second one in almost any situation. So another cool thing you can do is you can also do exclusions. Now, let's say, for example, I've got a business and the business delivers in Johannesburg. Okay, so I'm just going to say radius and I'm going to select Johannesburg. Okay, so my business delivers in Johannesburg and it delivers in a 20-mile radius across. But let's say we don't deliver in Sandton, and I don't want any of my ads to show there because I don't want customers from there. Customers from Sandton are a headache. Okay, what you can do is you can simply click on location, and then I am going to type in Sandton, and I am going to say, as you can see, it says place in Gauteng, South Africa, so it's a city, and it says target or exclude. Now, if I click on exclude, you'll see this red patch form over the whole of Sandton. And I'm sorry if anyone watching this video is from Sandton. No offense, just needed the example for a YouTube video. And now you can see that my coverage area is going to show Johannesburg, but I am excluding Sandton. And you can exclude as many areas as you want for whatever reasons that you want. And you can include as many areas as you want for whatever areas you want. But that's basically your location targeting options for your display ads. You can also do these for a number of other campaign types. But that's basically all you need to know about location settings in Google Ads. So I want you to comment below if you have any more questions about locations that I didn't cover in this video. I'm always in the comment section and I'll make sure that I respond to every single one. So guys, I forgot to show you one more cool feature. If you go into your locations, what you can also do is you can also include or exclude different postal codes as well. So if you do a postal code, you can actually include or exclude places based on their postal code as well. Now, I've never been here before, but you can do this as well. So if you have a particular postal code for a place that you are, because I know some countries work on postal codes, you can also include and exclude based on postal codes as well. Or you could use radius or coordinates as well. So I thought I'd just throw that into the video as well. So now you know exactly what to do to show your ads to clients in the right locations. But what if a client lands on your website and doesn't buy? How do you actually get them to convert once they've come onto your landing page or website? And how exactly do you control your spend in Google Ads? Well, I've got the perfect solution for you. I want you to check out my Google Ads growth hacking session. It's completely free, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover stuff like getting your first sales on Google Ads, how to reduce your cost per click, and also I'm gonna show you a whole lot of cool settings that you might not know in Google Ads. And if that sounds good to you, check out the link in the description below. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button and share this with somebody that you love, somebody that you think will find this video useful. And I'm also going to include 2 more videos for you to watch. One is going to be on display ads and the other one is going to be on audiences in Google Ads. And I think you'll find them useful as well. Have a great day.